guys, so today I'm going to be showing you an everyday look, my go-to neutral look. This is a look that I go for every time I'm kind of running late or like I'm a little rushed. It's super quick, super chill, nothing too fancy. I'm kind of tired for those fancy looks. I do them on occasion, like special occasions. Well, first I'm going to show you how I prep my skin. So right now I just washed it with African black soap. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's just a quick facial cleanser. It really helps my skin. I do love it, although it dries my skin out a little bit. I love it. It's just super quick and easy. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put this Neutrogena like moisturizer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on right now. I try and do this step, you know, every single time I wear makeup, although sometimes I miss it. Go ahead and use my Matte and Poreless Maybelline foundation. I'm in the shade 125 Nude Beige. Sometimes I get a lighter tone just because I don't go out and tan a lot. When I do want to look tan, I go just one shade above. So whatever that is for you, you can figure that out. I'm gonna use like a flat brush. Usually I use my Real Techniques orange beauty blender, but that takes a long time. So I'm just gonna use this flat brush and apply it, and then I go over it with my powder brush just to like blend it out. Like I said, I'm not really using my beauty blender. I actually have to wash it. So I just apply it like this, and I apply my foundation before my shadow. Yes, I know you're probably gonna notice that, because that's the way I like it. If you like to do it the other way, that's also great too. Anyway, and by the way, I am gonna list all the products in the description box, and I wanted to let you guys know that I've always kind of been using drugstore makeup, so it's gonna be in your price range. Don't worry about that. The only splurge items I have probably is like Anastasia Beverly Hills and Morphe. In my book, that's a splurge item. So I wanted to let you guys know that, because I know a lot of you girls, you know, want to spend money on makeup but don't know what brands to get, or you're a bit hesitant to spend a lot of money on makeup. And I assure you, you can make anything look great with a good technique using drugstore makeup. So since this is a get ready with me video and a life update video, I do want to include you guys in my life, because I know a lot of you personally, and I just like to be open and transparent, and I love sharing fun things about my life, fun and also not so fun things, and I hope that you guys enjoy that as much as I do. The first update, of obviously, as you could see, is I got my braces off, and that was like a long time coming, and I'm really glad that I got braces and now they're off. I'm really super happy with the result. I had an overbite. So when I was younger, I was a thumb sucker as a baby, and because of that, I had an overbite on this side of my mouth, and so I got my teeth fixed. That's probably life update number one. I took my braces off, I think last year in October. So that was really fun. Let's go over it with my True Match Super Blendable Powder from L'Oreal. I need a new one. This one's running out, so I just go over it. Sometimes I use a lot of foundation, just depending on the coverage I want that day. Like today, I don't want such a heavy base, so I just applied it once. I usually go in with it twice, but right now it's just, I think it looks good. So what was the other life update I wanted to talk to you guys about? Oh yeah, a lot of you know already, and most of you do know that I had a daughter in August. I've actually, sorry, this foundation is lagging. I've actually wanted to start a family like right off the bat, like right when I like got married. But it didn't happen that way. In a good way. It's all right. But I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I wanted to spend time with my husband and get to know him and love him independently, I mean, just me and him. And then, finally we decided to start a family, and so we did. And fast forward to August of last year, we had our baby girl, and she's been a blessing. Like, a lot of people have mixed emotions or mixed feelings about families, and I get that, you know, everybody's different, and I respect everybody's decision to have children or not to. But this is something I've been wanting since I was a baby. Like, growing up, I guess, you know, I saw my mom, you know, with my siblings, and I've just looked up to my mom, and so I'm one of 7. So I think growing up in that environment, I've just always yearned for a family, and also probably a big family of my own. My mom just did so well. She's like a rock star in my book. She's like one of my #1 superheroes. I love you, Mom. And wow, I'm like thinking about this so deeply. I'm like getting emotional, but I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, so we had Zelda, and Zelda shares her birthday month with her father, and we love Daddy. He's the greatest father ever. He just surprises me every day. Like, I can't believe how parenthood transforms you. Wow, I really am getting emotional. But I'm gonna stop because it's really, 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 like, it's just a blessing, and I love my family, and I love that I get to, you know, create my own little cute family, and, you know, just seeing her every day just makes me so grateful for life and the life that I have, the life that I've been given by God, and I'm just super grateful for that. So you guys follow me. You probably see Zelda on my posts, on my stories almost every day. We love her so much. So that's life update number 2. So I'm done putting on a second layer of foundation, and we're gonna go over it again once more with the powder, because that's just how I like to do it. If you guys want like other videos, like certain type of videos, let me know. If you like this type of video, also let me know, because it helps me create stuff that you guys like and that I like, and we can both enjoy each other. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. To do my eyebrows, I used to do, give me one second, that's Zelda in the back. I have a movie running in the background and I don't want to get flagged, so I put it on mute. Anyway, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E29 brush. It looks like that. It's like the double-sided brush. And hopefully I do this right on camera, because it's really hard to do this on camera, but I have my mirror here, so I'm just gonna brush up my hairs. Yes, I did promise you guys a long time ago an eyebrow tutorial, which I will have for you guys, so it'll be an updated version for sure. I'm letting my eyebrows grow right now, as you guys can see. I really want to get them done by somebody professional. I've been doing them for the last couple years. I've been doing them on my own, because I like to switch them up. I like to thin them out sometimes, and then I like them, you know, bold and bushy. But right now, you know, the trend is like, you know, big and bold, so of course that's what I'm gonna want to do. So I'm just gonna outline underneath it as the best I can, and then I'm just gonna follow through to the end of the tail, and then I'm gonna do the same to the top, but at the top I'm gonna start like in the middle. And a lot of you guys are gonna watch this video and you're gonna think, oh my gosh, I don't think she's contouring, I don't think she's baking, or all those fancy things. I don't. Sometimes I do, depending on the occasion. Sometimes I bake, sometimes I don't. Right now it's just a super chill, neutral look, so I'm not going to do a lot of those fancy things, just because it just works for me. You know, if it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, it's also awesome. Also, sometimes I don't clean up my eyebrows with concealer. I only do it down here, just because I just like to eyeball it, and to me they look fine the way they are without that stuff. But I'm probably gonna start doing it once I get my eyebrows clean and waxed. So voila, my eyebrows are on. I had to do the other one off camera because I had to talk to Zelda for a little bit. I cleaned them up at the top just to get the really nice round shape. And then now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. I'm gonna put some concealer on as my base for my eyeshadow. And I'm going to use the Milani Conceal Perfect. I like this concealer, but it dries up really quickly, so you have to move quickly and blend it in fast. So I'm just gonna dot some down on my eye. And this is also another thing that I probably don't do that you see a lot of girls do, which is perfectly fine. I'm just telling you guys the way I do it. I don't do the concealer all the way down. I just do it in my eye because I feel like my eyes are like the only dark part. And then I go in with my Wet n Wild brush. It's like this little white, kind of fluffy brush, and I blend it out in my eye and blend it with my powder brush, the one I used earlier to set my face. Sometimes I set my eyes, but today I'm not. I'm just gonna go in with the shadows. And for this look in particular, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics 26 color neutral shadow palette. It looks like this. It's like a white one. And what I like about this palette is neutral, obviously, and it has blush shades at the bottom. Look how cute those are. They're so cute, and you can use them like all year round. It's gonna start out with like a really, I guess, with my transition shade, and I'm gonna be using this shade right above like this orange blush. I'm gonna use this one, so it's like a light brown, and I'm just gonna lightly go over like my crease or into the crease, and I'm just gonna do like wind wiper motions, and it's gonna look like that. So the more you blend your makeup, your shadow, your concealer, it's gonna look. So just keep blending it as you like. If you struggle a little bit, just keep practicing. I still struggle and I'm learning. Like, we're always learning every single day, so don't be so hard on yourself. So I'm just gonna keep blending the shade in. And then I go over it with like a basic brush. So the brush that I used right now is a BH Cosmetics brush. It came in a brush set. I forgot what it's called. But then now I'm gonna go in with the B Bella round blender 123 brush, and it's like a super fluffy one. And I'm gonna go in and blend like the top of it. And depending on how dark you want your shadows, you just keep adding to it. I don't want mine super dark, but I'm just gonna go in once more with that same shade and blend it back and forth, and then blend it with my B Bella brush. You might hear Zelda in the back. She's playing with her toys, so. And then I'm gonna go over it with this little baby brush from BH Cosmetics. It's also from a set that I got with like these two little orange shades because I want it to kind of pop, and then I'm gonna put a brown shade to kind of tone it down. That makes sense. I really like, you know, a burnt orange shade like that. Like I said, I just want this eyeshadow to pop a little, so I'm just going to use a little bit of orange to make that transition shade pop. And this is, you know, this is your time to be creative. This is your time to like experiment and mix colors and see what looks good together and see what doesn't. So this is what I've been kind of doing lately, is just see what type of colors look good and what colors don't. Then I'm gonna go in with like kind of like a light brown shade, or sorry, not light brown, a dark brown. That's up here. I'm gonna use just a little bit of that, but I'm just gonna add it at the outer corner, just so it looks, you know, kind of like that with the outer shade. So let's finish this side. So I just leave it like that, then do the next one, and then I, you know, go back in and blend it up. And like I said, if you guys want it darker, you can just build up to it. Like, you know, you keep adding more color to it. But I just want it like that, you know, super subtle, not anything super, super crazy, like dark. So now that I have them that way, I go in with that basic brush I told you guys, and I just blend it. So for this look, I'm just using like 3 colors, you guys. It's super simple. We use the transition shade. Then we use this, you know, little dark brown shade at the outer corner. And then we're gonna go in, you know, in the inner corners, and we're gonna use a light kind of blush pink shade. And it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look like a little mini cut crease, if you will. And if you like that type of look, then this is probably right up your alley. I'm gonna use like a little flat Morphe brush. I used to use this brush for like concealer, but now I'm gonna use it for that inner shade. So I'll show you what shade I'm using. It's like this cute pink one up here, and it's gonna make the look just look, you know, super simple. And you're gonna add as much as you want. And if it looks kind of funky at the top, you just go back in again with your blender brush and you blend it in, and then it just kind of blends in with all the other colors. So that's kind of like the look I always do, like every day, just because it's so easy and it's cute. So, you know, it kind of pops. It's really bright actually, so I really like it. Okay, so now I blended all the shadows. I finished my inner corner look. It should look like that. I'm not gonna do an eyeliner because I just want to keep it simple, not too dark. And then I just went ahead and added just the dark brown that I used here, like underneath my waterline, just, you know, to soften it a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my mascara after I put on my blush. I'm gonna use the blushes under here, and I'm gonna use like the it's kind of like mauve, rosy pink mauve. I'm just gonna tap my cheeks. Surprisingly, BH Cosmetics is really pigmented, and that's what I like about them. As you can see, look at that payoff. It's so good. And you just blend it. I'm gonna blend it with my powder brush, and then I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. I've had this one for a while. I want to get different ones. And then I just lightly put it on my cheeks. Finish off this look with a lipstick from Morphe. So this is my first time trying these Morphe lipsticks. They're really cute. This one is called Flirt, and it's a cream base lipstick. I don't use lip liner that much either, but you guys can, of course. So it's shiny. It's not matte. I also do have a matte color, but I like the shiny cream one. It's like a nude shade, a pink shade. I love my pinks and blushes, of course. Before I apply a lipstick though, I do go in with like a chapstick just to, you know, replenish my lips. So for my mascara, first I curl my lashes. Just like once or twice, like a really good curl. I use Pink and Green Great Lash. This is my tried and true. I don't know about you guys, but this mascara does no wrong, and it's super cheap. I love it. I've been using it for a while. And I don't really coat the bottom lashes because I just don't like that style. But if you guys want to, you guys can. But yeah, they look pretty long. The mascara is really great. I really love it. So that is it for today, you guys. I have lots more to talk about. I have lots more videos that I want to put out. Quick little life updates for you guys. I missed being on camera. This is like just one of the things I like to do, one of my hobbies, a creative outlet for me. And I hope you guys like it too. Let me know if you want to see any other things. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate and love you all so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
Say hi, Sada.